Welcome, folks. I'm Jabby Kaway, joined by Courtney Scott Wright.
Hello, hello.
And Andrew Flash Gordon.
What's up?
We're watching Star Wars The Mandalorian, Episode 1 of Season 3. Very excited to be back on this adventure again. Thanks so much for joining us. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see a cut-down version of our reaction because we can only show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us, no cuts, no interruptions, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/JabbyKaway, or become a member of this channel where you get the whole uncut reaction, but you will need your own Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown sync, and it'll be like you're watching it with 3 of your favorite pals from the internet. If you're watching this on Patreon, our memberships already, thanks so much for supporting us here. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. Here we go. Is it the mines? Is that what we're hearing?
Are we in the mines of Mandalore? Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Oh, it's the armor. What's she doing?
Looks like a CPU waffle.
She's making another mask? Or helmet?
Whoa!
Is that for Bo-Katan? Maybe this is Din Djarin?
Flashback.
Yeah, when he was a kid.
And the words of the creed shall be forever forged in my heart.
And the words of the creed shall be forever forged in my heart.
Oh, that sound effect.
Yeah.
From this moment on, I shall never remove my helmet.
From this moment on, I shall never.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
his ceremony's getting cut short.
Oh! What?
Oh!
Oh!
God.
Oh, he got somebody. Oh! They're gonna blow him up.
Okay.
Oh,
that's
that
a
is
nice
one
shot.
way to do it.
Oh!
Wow. Woo! It's like Galactic Zilla.
Oh, he's rolling over. Whoa!
Oh,
I was like, did he just die?
Wow. So did I.
No, he's just
Like a crocodile
Just
rolling
snatching him.
over.
yeah.
Get it.
Leave no one behind.
Except for the ones that got eaten.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
That's Din Djarin.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah.
Woo! Yes! Oh! He flew right into him.
Oh!
With the gut.
Wow.
No damage to the ship? Okay.
Man, that ship is powerful.
So I guess it's not a flashback.
Nah.
No, guess not. That was a new kid.
It was set up to.
Hey!
Baby Grogu!
So cute.
Oh my God, his little
Wow.
face. He had his little hand up.
The apostate.
Redemption is no longer possible since the destruction of our homeworld.
Is this inscription not Mandalorian?
Oh. Grogu's like, what about that? Is that good?
Yeah,
Does that work for you?
What you gonna say? What you gonna say?
They came upon it by trade from a traveler who claimed to have visited the surface of Mandalore.
And this relic only proves that Mandalore's entire surface has been crystallized by fusion rays.
If I visit the planet and I can bring you proof that I have bathed in the living waters beneath the mines of Mandalore, then by creed, the decree of exile will be lifted and I would be redeemed.
This is the way.
That seems quite harrowing.
I mean, we gonna get little Grogu a helmet though?
He's too cute to have a helmet.
I know, but can you imagine if he had a little helmet? Are those the Purgles?
What?
Are those the Purgles? I was just watching Rebels, and I swear I just saw those creatures.
Please state the purpose of your visit.
Here to meet an old friend.
Is Carl Weathers' character there?
Maybe.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do you remember your old friend?
Oh, that's him?
Yeah. At his Terminator 2 Judgment Day sacrifice.
I heard you were back, but I didn't believe it.
And Magistrate Karga.
That's High Magistrate Karga to you.
I thought he was going to say, you son of a bitch.
There's a beautiful parcel available right down here by the flats.
I appreciate the offer.
Look, he's just like,
using
he's
the
forced
Force.
to spin the chair.
That's awesome.
I completed my quest. He returned to me. I removed my helmet, and now I'm an apostate.
Oh, he's going to use the Force for that now.
Where you're from, you may be an apostate, but here.
Uh-oh. Is it hot? Because of the color, I was expecting him to have a freak out.
There's someone here to see you.
It can wait.
But it's pirates. Pirates in the courtyard.
What? Pirates?
Come. Join me for a drink back at my office.
We drink here.
That is a school now.
I say it's still a bar. Now bring us a drink.
Wow.
Ooh.
You paid us for murder and mayhem inside these doors.
Oh, are they all gone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, tumbleweed going across?
Right.
That extra Western feel of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Tell Captain Florian Shard that Nevarro is no longer friendly to pirates. Now get out of here.
Oh!
Get out of here, Vane. Now.
Of course, they let the most dangerous one live.
Were they all drawing their guns, or was it just that one dude?
And I think it didn't matter. He just was like, I just want to make sure. But I was hoping it was Hondo.
I can't serve as your marshal. I have something pressing to attend to.
I didn't know you were here on business. What can we provide?
I need him back.
What?
I need a droid I can trust to help me explore Mandalore. And he's that droid.
Oh!
We've got plenty of droids around here. We'll find you one, I guarantee you.
Let me give it a shot.
Oh my gosh.
Wonder if they got Taika Waititi back for that.
It looks as if his body was like doused in some kind of chemical to harden it.
Or, bronzed.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
There you go.
Subparagraph 16 of the Bond Material Protocol.
What is he? Factory settings?
Asset to be terminated.
Oh no.
Yep. I was wondering.
Oh.
Factory settings.
Oh my God, it's like Terminator for realsies.
Yeah.
Mando, shoot it! Shoot it!
Ooh.
Now that's using your head.
Aha.
The Anzellans.
Maybe the CPU's in this.
So, that looks like Babu Frick.
Little dudes.
Looks like Babu Frick.
Yeah.
Oh. That was like my only favorite part of episode 9 was Babu Frick.
Right? Yeah.
I love them.
I don't understand. Do you speak Katee's?
Mando, he said he can't fix it.
That's no good. I need this one. This one is my friend.
They're not friends anymore.
Can you fix it without the memory circuit?
Yes, but I didn't do a thing. Yep, but not a thing.
What if I find you the part?
Okay, now, then no problem. We take.
If you can get a new part, he says he can fix it.
What's he doing?
Does he want a hug?
Wait. Bad baby.
Bad baby.
Keep IG-11 safe until I get back with that part.
If the Anzellans can't find it, I don't know who can.
So they can't get Taika for multiple episodes.
This here is your hyperspace map. You determine your range, and this...
Uh-oh.
Hang on, kid, we got pirates.
I knew they were gonna come back.
After him!
Asteroids. Love it. Spinning is always a good trick. Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Whoa.
Somebody's got to hit an asteroid. Yeah.
There you go.
I was like, come on.
Although he didn't crash into it, it was shot down.
And then he crashed into it.
I'm sure someone will crash into one at some point.
Has anyone got eyes on the Mandalorian? Not yet.
Maybe Mando will hide on a rock.
Haha. Yeah, there we go.
Wow, awesome. Look at Ninja.
You guys aren't doing so well.
Surprise!
Oh, it's Top Gun space. Oh, got him.
Got team.
Bringing the Mandalorian to you, Captain.
Oh no, do they have a tractor beam?
Oh no.
No tractor beam.
Oh.
Oh.
Stop where you are, Mandalorian.
I have no quarrel with you, Gorian Shard.
What a kind sentiment from a man who just destroyed 4 of my fighters.
What is self-defense?
They kind of attacked me.
Yeah. Awesome.
Swamp Thing.
This is Kalevala.
Whoa.
It's another planet in the Mandalorian system. And that is a Mandalorian castle.
Ooh, who do we think this is?
It's not Bo-Katan, is it?
I was thinking it must be.
Bo-Katan.
Oh, there you
Din
go.
Djarin. I am here to join you.
There's nothing left to join.
What of your plans to retake Mandalore?
When I returned without the Darksaber, my forces melted away,
Where is the stolen fleet?
making their way through the galaxy as mercenaries.
So you gave up your designs to retake Mandalore?
Your cult gave up on Mandalore long before the Purge.
I am going to Mandalore, so that I may bathe in the living waters.
They're beneath the Civic Center in the city of Sundari.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Din Djarin.
Wow.
Wow. Even the people she was traveling with, they left her?
She didn't have the Darksaber to lead them.
That was an interesting episode to kick things off. A lot of ground was covered in 30 minutes. I'm like, whoa.
I think more than any other Mandalorian premiere.
They opened the gates with that action sequence with the giant alligator. My first thought was like, that's a dangerous place to christen, the young ones. To have your baptism. Well, monster might just come out any second.
I mean, they all look surprised, except her when she was like, yo, something's not right. And then Galactic Godzilla came up out the water.
I was wondering why certain moments, right? We had that whole action sequence there, and then Mando shows up. Why? Why did we see all of that stuff, in terms of the beginning of the episode?
I thought that it was them explaining the Mandalorian, at least
to show the tradition?
Showing the tradition.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And then obviously he came, because he's there for forgiveness for what he has done. So, I mean, that's it. You set the stage for that. But no, I really enjoyed this first episode. It was paced very well. Just set the stage for Mando's mission of this season is get to the mines and, just refresh himself from his sins of what he has done of taking off that mask. I've always wondered, though, if they do keep those masks on all the time, how do they shampoo their hair? How do they eat food?
Well, that's what I was asking.
Well, that's what he was asking earlier.
If you're in the shower, do you keep the helmet on? Or is it just when no one's around you're allowed to take it off?
I think it's when no one's around.
Because we did see him take it off in the first season. As long as no one was there, he was allowed to remove it.
Yeah, it was when he went to the native town.
Yeah.
And she was like, you have to eat. He sat there until she left, and then he ate.
Does that all through a straw. You gotta grind that up. But Mando's shakes.
I think Pedro,
that's it.
But Pedro Pascal, he's really got this magic about him that even though you can't see him emoting or his facial expressions, just the tone of his voice in each scene, he really makes each line of dialogue count to where you can tell exactly what the character is thinking in terms of what he is emoting, even though you can't actually see it. And I think that's the magic of Pedro Pascal. He's just such a versatile actor like that.
He's come a long way. In season 1, he did not have that magic. For me, I was like, what's going on? I don't have any connection to this character. I had the connection to who at the time was Baby Yoda. Now we know him to be Grogu.
Yeah.
And I kept watching, and as the seasons progressed, as we got to the end of the season, and then season 2 for me really kind of opened it up. Well, he was the best part of Boba Fett.
I agree with you about Boba Fett, even though I'm in the very minority. I understand that I actually did like that show, but I definitely agree that Mandalorian and Grogu, and obviously, of course, Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka were by far the best parts of that, but there were definitely aspects of that show I really enjoyed, but I agree with you. By far, that was the best part.
I thought this episode was better than all of Boba Fett.
Even the
Boba Fett.
This one episode is better than the entire season of Boba Fett.
Most of the season of Boba Fett was him in a bapta tank.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
It looked like a comfortable one.
Yeah.
Is it BAFTA?
I don't know. I don't care.
I said BAFTA. That's the award.
Bacta tank.
I guess the reason I was asking earlier about why we look at that is because, with these streaming platforms, you get, 8 to 10 episodes, sometimes fewer. And I'm like, okay, so every minute is precious in these episodes. So I'm like, that's why I'm asking the question, okay, why that specific thing? It was a cool action sequence, don't get me wrong, and they spent a lot of money on making that alligator look good, and it was thrilling and whatnot. I was just like, okay, so why? That's all.
I also think it was supposed to be a curveball. I think we were supposed to think that it was a flashback.
I
definitely think I thought it looked like him.
Yeah, no, when you mentioned that, I thought it was either a flashback to Bo-Katan or to Din Djarin.
Exactly.
So it was like,
when
which one is it? Yeah.
Gotcha.
When it was blue, I thought, this is Bo-Katan.
And then it was a nice little twist, like, oh no, Din Djarin's coming in to save the day, and then obviously ask for his forgiveness, and basically just showing what the mission's going to be for the whole season, what his purpose is going to be for this season. So I like that opening, and obviously you got this really incredible action sequence, the alligator, the crocodile, whatever it was, and I thought it was really cool. And the other action sequences that we did get throughout.
There's a lot of action in this.
Yeah,
it was a lot.
And obviously
of
we got our Empire Strikes Back, our Attack of the Clones asteroid.
That's why I was wondering if he was gonna like plant himself on a rock or something like that, or like go inside of a cave, and it's not a cave, it's actually something else.
Yeah,
but that would have been too on the nose.
And I love the reveal too that we're getting IG-11 back. That's so cool. I mean, because he was such a pivotal character, such an amazing character. And obviously, as I mentioned earlier, we got that Terminator 2 Judgment Day send off of his sacrifice at the end of season 1.
Oh, speaking of Terminator, that looked like it was straight from the first one, Terminator.
Yeah, where he was crawling after Sarah Connor.
Oh, yeah, I was like, yo, the motion and everything, and even
I'm sure there was.
Even the animation to a certain degree kind of had that look of Terminator 1, if you remember that, because it wasn't like smooth. It almost had a stop motion kind of look to it.
I mean, yeah, and that doesn't surprise me because, I keep saying Terminator 2 in regards to the sacrifice at the end of season 1, and I actually made, which I'll show you guys after we're done filming, I actually made this video of when he's sacrificing himself at the end. I put in the Brad Feidel's Terminator 2 Judgment Day music where Terminator is like going down, and it actually really goes well with it. It literally, because he's going into hot molten lava, just like the movie. It actually, so I've always felt like IG-11 is like kind of a symbol of the Terminator, if you will. So it actually makes sense. Like when you said that, I was thinking that in my head, but I'm glad you actually said it because that's exactly what I was thinking. It literally reminded me so much of the ending of the first Terminator film. So
what's your prediction for where things are going to go with Bo-Katan? Because they showed us her for a reason. Everything's for a reason. They showed us
her for a reason, and I think she ultimately is going to end up going with him to Mandalore. Because I definitely think that they're setting up for Ahsoka.
Okay.
Because in Ahsoka, we already know that Sabine Wren is also going to be there. We know that Ezra Bridger is going to be in the show.
Okay.
So I definitely think that we're leading somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I loved like what you talked about, like him having a mission, because I think that when the Boba Fett ended, we're like, okay, he's got Grogu back. Because even when season 2 ended, and we're like, well, what happens now? Where do you go from here? That was his whole mission for 2 seasons was to like deliver the child. Well, he did. Okay, so now what? The fact that they gave us his mission right away, I'm really excited about that. And I think that it's leading to Ahsoka.
And the pirates are going to come back for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. And I really hope we get Hondo.
The whole thing with Boba Fett just really confuses me. It really just seemed like an excuse for a Mandalorian 2.5, season 2.5. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we should have just done that. It's like this in-between hit undo button on the whole thing with, the separation between them.
I feel like they started shooting and then realized this isn't going as well as we had hoped. So what can we do? You know what? Let's throw in some Mando episodes.
Yeah. They had to know from the point of like the writing.
Obviously, his schedule was ridiculous.
I'm just going to die on the minority hill. I still really enjoyed that show. Is it even close to Mandalorian? No, I'm not going to like go there. But there were still aspects of the show I really enjoyed. But I understand what you guys are saying. I'm not going to defend it, but I'll still say I really enjoyed Boba Fett a great deal. I loved the backstory he had, with the Tusken Raiders and all that, just humanizing the Tusken Raiders and seeing that whole backstory, I thought was very interesting, but obviously, again, the Mandalorian episodes were good. In regards to Bo-Katan, I definitely think she's going to be coming back and helping Mando. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. Obviously, you mentioned Ezra earlier. I imagine he's from Rebels. I've never seen Rebels, but obviously you're going to educate me on that. But I'm looking forward to seeing that character for sure.
Maybe the point of that opening was also to establish his loyalty, like as we're coming back into the story again, because like he didn't even get it so much as a thank you from them, but it's like he's all about this thing. He's very loyal to that cause.
But thank you is not the way.
I get it,
but I'm not even talking about like for what he did. Yeah. I think overall the course of their religion, for lack of it, or their what do we want to call
cult.
Them? Well, their organization.
A religion. I mean, it's an apostate religion.
It really is. So, like, I think that it's all about, like, what you have to do for the good of the group.
Yeah.
It's not about, like, it's all thankless. All of everything that they do is thankless.
Yeah, and besides Grogu, too, like, that's his mission in life is being a Mandalorian. Like, that's his purpose in life, again, besides Grogu. So he's willing to do whatever it takes, and he doesn't care about thank yous. He just wants to achieve, being in the good graces of the Mandalores. So...
But I also think the way she looked at Grogu, I think there was very telling. It's in the sense of like, okay, you want to be a Mandalorian again, but you're walking around with this child. Yeah. Is he going to be a Mandalorian? I mean, I was joking saying, can we get him a little helmet? But at the end of the day, he's got to make a decision. Is he going to become a Mandalorian? What is your mission, kid?
Hold up. So do you think that we're going to have a moment, because of Bo-Katan, that scene with Bo-Katan at the end makes me wonder about where things are headed with his character. And so I'm wondering if we're going to get a moment like Ali, where Will Smith told that the guy who's part of the religion who's like, I never left. Just because you kicked me out doesn't mean I ever left, bitches. He maintained his faith. I'm wondering if we're going to have something like that even after all of that nonsense with him going to the mines of Mandalore or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to have some kind of conflict internally because of dealing with Bo-Katan and whatnot.
I was challenged by another one of our friends, Chuck, to watch the Clone Wars and then to watch Rebels.
Okay.
And so I did all that. And I just started rewatching old seasons of The Mandalorian. And it finally, I know I'm late to the party, but I finally realized when she said you're a child of the Watch, within the Clone Wars, they show the breaking off of the faction and how what ultimately they became Death Watch. Those were the ones who were the purists. And so they broke away and separated from the Mandalore that was trying to be peaceful.
Gotcha.
They changed from their ways, and one of the queen at the time wanted to keep everything peaceful, and Death Watch is what we have right now, or the Watch. This is the purists, the ones that don't remove their masks. And so that's why Bo-Katan, when she met him, she was like, oh, you're a child of the Watch. And so I think that, going to your point, I think she is going to have an effect on him because it isn't the current Mandalorians, it isn't their way anymore. So I do think that she's going to have effect. I don't know if it's going to lead him to, I hope he doesn't like just take his mask off willy-nilly, because I don't really need all that. You know, at this point now, we've established this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've established this. So hold strong.
But I believe like within Mandalorians, like attachment is okay, whereas obviously with Jedi, that's not okay. So
yeah, I got questions about that too, because I had problems with Luke judging Lil Grogu. I'm like, listen, sir, you should have realized in Return of the Jedi, you needed your friends in order to beat the Empire. So why are you giving this little kid a hard time? That's all I'm saying. I got feelings.
You guys, thanks so much for hanging. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Do hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, vote this up if you're watching this on YouTube, and if you're watching this on Patreon and memberships, thanks so much for supporting us here. I am Jabby Kuwait. This is
Courtney Scott Wright.
And
Andrew Flash Gordon.
Peace out.